Hello, Racing 393 RC for another video. Is this really an unboxing, which I don't normally do? Just some electronics that I bought. Now you'll see this in the background. You've probably been maybe watching some videos of this, which are coming out weekly. It's not for that, by the way. But I decided to purchase. I don't know if you can see that. Let's get some bit better light on there, maybe. Look at that. Hopefully you can see that. What do you reckon? So this is from SkyRC. I don't know how you pronounce that. FuriaX Supra. So ESC and motor combination. They're fairly new, I suppose, but this will be for an upcoming, I say upcoming, another build of a car that I haven't yet purchased, which means you probably won't see it for at least another 18 months, if I'm honest. But should we have a look inside the box? So it's relatively new, a brushless ESC, and I went for the 3650 motor. My KV was a bit lower because this will be used in a four-wheel drive buggy, and I'll show you the one I settled with. So let's get it open. Nice packaging. There's not much to see, but if you haven't seen one like this before, you know, there's 2S and 3S, or 6 volt, 9 volt NIM. Yeah, it's quite sturdy, it's quite large. It's got a built-in fan. I went for the Dean's plug because most of my batteries are Dean's connector. So yeah, it does look and feels quite premium. So that's that. And the motor I settled with is a KV, 3600 KV. So the reason I went for this, if you go too high with the KV, when you do four-wheel drive, it can make things run quite hot. I found when you're trying to go for like speed, you probably find this has a bit more torque for a buggy, and I find these are a little bit more pliable. There's not much to see. I mean, it's a sealed unit. I mean, I come from the brushed era where you can sort of rebuild the motors yourself, but even so, it's not bad. I mean, paired up with this, it probably would go into the BBX quite nicely, but this is for another upcoming new yet to be released kit, which I have on order and placed on order. The good thing with this is that when you change all the parameters of perhaps like a hobby wing, normally you use something like this. You plug it into your receiver and then you can change the parameters. With this, there's an app that's done on your iPhone and you can do it on the fly, so it's a lot easier. So that's the bit I'm looking forward to. What do you think? Have you got one of these? Have you used one? Are you getting one? There's not much to it really. The spec, if I move some of this out of the way, the spec, if I can read it, 60 to 8 constant burst current, 60 amp to 360 amp. I think that says. My eyesight's terrible. Supported motors, brushless, sensorless, which works well. 1/10 touring car, buggy and short course trucks. Actually easy, we're looking through the phone. 2S and 3S compatible. 6 volt, 7.4 volt BEC. Airflow for the cooling, and it's got a built-in fan. It's quite a small, well, I say it's quite small. It's these, you know, some buggies, some rally controlled cars, these will be too big for, but for the 1/10 buggy they'll be fine. But yeah, it looks alright. We'll see how we get on. I just thought I'd show you that. Let me know whether you've got one or whether you've used one and what you think of it. because I'd be nice to hear. But it's from SkyRC. We make all those other fantastic workshop add-ons, scales, camber gauges, speed run meters. So yeah, they're well renowned. So I thought I'd give this a go. I mean, this came to a total amount of something like 53 UK pounds. So quite cheap, you know, I think. So we'll see how this goes. Normally I spend 90 odd UK pounds on a motor and then 100 odd pounds on an ESC separate if you go hobby wing. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. I thought I'd just show you this for now, for an upcoming video. Incidentally, what are your thoughts on a Tamiya 50th anniversary year in 2026 at the Nuremberg Toy Fest, or the RC show, whatever it's called? I think that's in, I don't know, it's either January or February. Clearly there's going to be some announcement. Now, a lot of people, if you look at all the forums, they want one of these or one of these. Now, as much as I like either, I personally don't. I think they'd be wasting their time bringing those out. I think they were good in their day, 1/12 scale, but they're not usable. They're not really they're really literally, they bring those out, they're aiming for the likes of myself or people from my era who think back and wish that they would bring one of those out so they can use not so much their original, because the plastics are so brittle. But personally, they need to steer clear of them. If they bring out another 50th anniversary Porsche, I don't know, is another thing. They look great, they are great. There's just too many of them. Every time they bring out an anniversary, it's a Porsche. Don't know. It's a very difficult situation to be in. I would actually, the Tamiya Astute, the original 2-wheel drive, I wouldn't mind one of them. And I'll be honest, that's about it. Something new would be nice. Something like this, a variant of this, or with this kind of retro but different, something like that would do really good. This going back to this, amazing. If you haven't got one of these, you need to get one, because they're really good to build and they're different. There's nothing like it. It looks very similar to the what was called the Rough Rider, but the colours and the sort of the design look like the Super Champ. But yeah, so what are your thoughts on that, on the Tamiya's 50th? Let me know in the comments below. Hope you liked the video, and I'll see you soon for another episode of whatever I choose to do. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.